Hello all and welcome to another Kevin Entertainment video. It's Art here with the first video in Star Wars week. And that is the movie review, the better late than never movie review for Star Wars The Last Jedi. Okay, let me say this in an overarching point. Is it the worst Star Wars film ever? No. Is it the best Star Wars film ever? Far from it. For me, that's still The Empire Strikes Back. However, there are a lot of things I liked about this movie, and there are a lot of things I didn't like about this movie. First thing that I liked about the movie is the CG and the space battles were amazing. And the, of course, lightsaber duels and the force power display was spot on, as it should be in Star Wars. I mean, by this point now, it should be pretty formulaic. The things I didn't like about it, one of the major pet peeves I didn't like about it, is the story was very disjointed. It didn't know where it was going from time to time. It was hard to follow at points, and it was hard to make me care. It felt like it literally felt like it had a little bit of Casino Royale at one point, kind of a James Bond type flick to it. It had a little bit of Spaceballs in it with a set of comedy that was Spaceballs-esque and delivered in the dry Spaceballs tone. There are plot holes aplenty in this movie. First of all, who are exactly Rey's parents? Not explained. How did she get to learn the Force? Granted, we see her kind of take a small crash course somewhat, but let's be honest, Luke seems a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? He seems a little bit disinterested. He doesn't care whether he trains her or not. Like, he shows almost a fear of training her and not wanting to train her. The whole Finn storyline was a disjointed mess. The Poe storyline was a disjointed mess. We do get to see a couple positive things happen, but quite a bit negative things happen. See, in the natural arc of a trilogy, which for some of those I won't have to explain this to, but I will explain it to some people that may not know who are watching this video at this time. The natural arc of a trilogy is you introduce new sets of heroes in 1, you present them with an unwinnable situation in 2, and you show them becoming triumphant in 3. Look no further than A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi for this very example. Star Wars itself shows this example. Indiana Jones is another one that shows this example. A lot of trilogies do this. This is formulaic trilogy work. However, to me, this one falls flat. It asks too many questions than it answers. It doesn't leave the resistance or rebels or whatever you want to call them in an unwinnable situation. It leaves them battered and damaged and on the brink of destruction, but they're not in an unwinnable situation. We do see the loss of a major character in Star Wars lore, And don't forget, the third and final set in this trilogy comes out December 20th of this year, so just a mere week and a half away from when you're seeing this. Was it fun? Yes. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Did it feel like Star Wars? Yes. Did I want more? Yes. Was it lacking huge amounts of things that needed to be there to tell a good story? Definitely. So in that way, it's both good and bad. It's both a great Star Wars film, or a good Star Wars film, and a terrible Star Wars film. You can't say it's great, because there have been some great ones, and this was not one of the great ones. Do I recommend watching it? Of course I do, because if you're a Star Wars fan, you've probably already seen it. I waited till it got on Netflix, because even though I am a Star Wars fan, I try to avoid the Star Wars movie crowd, and I got the ending a little bit spoiled for me, so I didn't want to see that part. And then I remembered that it doesn't mean that that character is gone from the series, because you do see things in Star Wars and things do happen. I think is the best non-spoilery way I can put it, because I don't want to spoil what happens. I thought it was cool. I thought it was amazing. Felt like the ending battle sequence and the beginning battle sequence were amazing. I liked Smoke's battleship. I thought that was impressive. I adored BB-88 as a robot. I think the droids add a ton of character in the series, R2-D2 included. There's a lot to like about this film. There's a lot to dislike about this film. Really, all it sets up for me is Rise of Skywalker better be damn good. It better answer all the questions I need answered as a Star Wars fan. That is what it has to answer. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give it? I give it 7 out of 10. It was good. It wasn't great. I enjoyed it. I don't regret watching it. I find it entertaining. Although Rise of Skywalker better be, pardon my language, but it better be fucking amazing. What am I saying pardon my language for? It's my channel. But it better be fucking amazing. And that's how important Rise of Skywalker is going to be. If you've seen The Last Jedi, leave your spoiler-free comments down below, your reaction down below. Let me know what you thought of it, and if you were on the fence of it, and what score out of 10, or what score you would give it. For me, it's a definite watch and love it. It's definitely better than Phantom Menace. It's definitely better than Attack of the Clones. And thank God Jar Jar Binks was not in it. I was not a big Jar Jar Binks fan. So, without further ado, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video, if YouTube is working that day. And without further ado, happy watching. May the Force be with you. I'll see you on Wednesday for the Force Jedi Fallen Order review, and you may get a special Star Wars video as well. But may the Force be with you, and peace.